Alright. There we go. herO against in the top right. Against Byun in the top bottom left. There we go. Finally got it right. Well, let's see who's gonna take the better here. And finally we see some Terran mastery, Terran shenanigans. That's an interesting wall here. Like building placement. Gonna create a wall with his gas and well, if he makes something in here, he has a wall to fend off a Reaper. This is basically protecting this area here. A Reaper needs to come from the back, from this area or from here. So it's really, well, it's kind of protecting this area a lot, creating this natural wall here. Instead going for a Nexus, maybe. There we go. For the cybernetics core. Not an odd thing, but it feels like, oh, maybe not. Well, let's see. He's got the money now. He's gonna go with the core first. Okay. Well, against Byun, is what I wanted to say, is not really where you want to go for a Nexus before cybernetics core. But that probe was kind of curiously, he was basically looking to see if Byun is going to come forward with a engineering bay block or maybe only a bunker, and scouting a little bit around here, making sure there is no shenanigans going on from the current Terran player. Byun. Going no Reaper here. Only one Marine into reactor and a very quick factory on 2 gases, so no extra CC for now. It's gonna come up next in the build order. But we're gonna see a heavy commitment here to our factory units. And this could be double Cyclone. We're gonna see. Double Cyclone, double Hellion, double Mine. It could be kind of anything, but double Mine would be a little bit weird. Gonna expect some fast units here. And we're gonna get a double Cyclone. He has been kind of loving Cyclones recently in this matchup in the early game. Been a very common opening for him. Maybe not the double Cyclone, but at least Cyclones in general. And hero's gonna see, hey, there's no base. I can get this Marine, but he can't get much more scouting information. Let's just double check how much he did see. Well, he only saw, of course, the double Cyclone, so he knows what's being produced here. And we're gonna see 2 more Cyclones, so it's gonna be heavy Cyclone commitment here for our Terran player in the early stages of the game. We're gonna get some more defensive units here. We need some Stalkers. As you can see, the shield battery is already in position here. And these Stalkers are just gonna poke away at the Cyclones, and that's basically their strength. If he can hold this high ground, for example, this would be great. If he can snatch a Cyclone, this would be amazing. That shade is just the perfect shade here. He's gonna sacrifice one of them for a Cyclone. I take that trade every day against someone going Reactor Factory Cyclone against me as an opening. And yeah, already reducing the Cyclone count by 1. Hey, that's 25% of this army. That's an amazing trade here. And herO is just gonna go ahead and start his pylons at his next destination where he wants to expand to. Oh, he's gonna lose a shield battery maybe though. He needs to be a little bit careful. He's gonna poke out with the Stalkers, but yeah. These pylons might have been a little bit ambitious. We're gonna see. No, actually he's gonna defend us. Oh, well played. Well done by herO so far. Completely, perfectly executing everything here. And Blink is almost done. Once Blink is done, he's just gonna be aggressive with those Stalkers out on the map and chasing those Cyclones. So Byun is gonna have a tough time. He's kind of behind economically. He's behind 9 workers. His tech is good, which is a good thing. But actually, while I say that, there's no starport. I was a little bit missing the mark here. We do not have any Stargate support, and we're gonna see a lot of Marine protection. So there's gonna be... Stim is already done? What am I looking at? He's combat shielding first. And a second barracks with stim, but no marauder. With 2 tech labs. So this might be a very specific timing to try to take out the third base here. Are we gonna see SCVs? Yes, there we are. Okay, so this is like something I want to say TY kind of engineered really. And what you can do is you can basically poke out the third with a couple of bunkers. You can also push the front. And you're gonna still have a rather good bio setup behind this. But what you kind of sacrifice is the Stargate support, and this position actually is not the position Byun is looking for. He wanted to be here. Because then he could have been shooting at that base. Now he's not gonna see the base, he's kind of, well, has to fight here now. These bunkers are not gonna go up. The first disruptor is gonna shoot at the second tank, and both tanks are just gonna vaporize. Now all of his kind of staying power is a little bit weak here. Most of the SCVs have been killed, but 2 are still building the bunkers, which is really nice. Byun, do not commit too much forward here. Maybe jump into the bunkers now with your low marines at least already. Because herO is going to try to snipe those. And there we go. Again, disruptor hit. Oh, perfect split here. And we've got 1 tank, but he desperately needs to scout the space because he thinks right now, hey, herO is on 2 base, so I can just push the front. Oh boy, and the tank is going to get sniped. That was kind of not the move. That was not the move there. Kind of bad, I want to say. And so far, amazing disruptor usage here for herO. And he has the base, it's up. If he's not going to lose the base to the southeast, then he's not going to lose the game. As easy as it is. He's making 5 more gates, he's just going to blow up the bunkers now. Oh, that was an amazing move here. 1 is going to stay alive though. Byun trying to commit in now. Gonna see what he can take out here. We're gonna kill the overcharge basically. And get everything out of commission here. These stocks are a little bit underwhelming. Let's see if the disruptors can make the difference here. We're gonna see no connection so far. 1 connection is gonna get some damage in. And we have low 22 probes lost. So that's a complete mineral line you're gonna lose here. And herO, he has the 3 Nexi, but he doesn't have anything else now. He kind of lost most of his army. These disruptors, they need to recharge again before they can fire. He's gonna lose some tech here, crucial tech at his natural base. And yeah, he still needs to break this position. And Byun still has a bunker behind this. Oh my god, don't blow up your zealots. There we go. But he's not gonna kill the bunker with this. And Byun just looking maybe to, well, actually take this game just off this push. I really enjoyed how he kind of made this work. Committed in at the perfect time. He's gonna get a disruptor here with these few units which were already low from the bunker. Very well played here. herO kind of ignoring that bunker here, thinking, hey, I can just go past it and it doesn't matter. But in the end, it mattered. It sniped the disruptor. It was the perfect play there from Byun, just utilizing those units to their fullest potential, what they had in the caliber or in the pocket still there. And the siege tank here on the high ground is going to keep this army back. And, well, herO, he needs to turn around now. He needs to re-probe. But he's on 30 probes against 48 SCVs. The third CC is about to finish here. And then we're going to see some units, some SCVs being transferred over. Did he just snipe 2 observers there? No, it was only 1. So good on herO. He pulled back the other one, at least. Oh my god, there it is. Don't. No. Oh my god. Oh, herO. See the production tab? That's what Protoss is building. 3 zealots and a warp prism against a refinery, 2 barracks, starport, depot, orbital command, doubled SCV, tank, 2 marauders, 1-1. Once the upgrades come in for Terran, I think this is gonna be Dunzos. We have 1 Colossus. This is the saddest Colossus ever. He doesn't have range. He's never gonna get range, and he's never gonna get Giraffe Friend because his giraffe building was destroyed. And yeah, well, I kind of want to see the medevacs. There we go. Production is gonna start here in a second. He got a hallucinated friend. Well, happy him, happy him. Let's see if the disruptor can find a mark. It's not gonna happen. We have 3 tanks, which is gonna be enough here to shell away at the army, and there's so many stimmed bio units behind this. The Ghost Academy even buying some time here. creating a wall for these zealots, and herO, he doesn't really, well, he can't commit into this position. He has one Colossus poking at and 2 sentries poking away at a depot and actually killing the depot. Good on him. He's gonna lose his disruptor though, charging in with the zealots, but they're not gonna really connect to the targets they want to connect to. Even if they connect, they're not gonna kill them because they are simply lacking the firepower. Dark can kite for it with Darkman. Byun can kite for days here. He's just gonna finish off this army and finish off the game most likely. We only are at 36 probes here for herO. Is he gonna make more probes now? Yeah, that's the herO I know. Alright, go. 6 gates. Forge, and I can't even... herO is so far behind. If he wins this game... I don't know anymore, man. He's still... I mean... Oh my god. Or maybe it makes sense to come in from a different angle with an observer next time, herO. I love the micro, of course. That was the quickest Colossus shot I've ever seen. He's gonna go into damage. I mean, going into armor, why even trying at this time? We only see zealots though, but going into damage with only zealots, I don't know if that's the play. Well, it's gonna be amazing for the one Colossus though, which is going into the main base now. Colossus dropping at 11 minutes, of course. But there is already the Viking. The +1 is denied. Unfortunately, Viking taking out the Colossi and the War Prism at the same time. Everything in the main is gonna get picked off here for herO. He did do a lot of damage now. He's ahead in probes, but he's also gonna lose everything at home because he has nothing to defend. Well done by Byun, completely outplaying his opponent here. Yeah, in the end, the early push there really worked out for him, huh? I want to say, and kind of herO missing the mark on that one. Disruptors, while they can be strong to push back your opponent's army and very good defensively, maybe not the best at breaking a position with bunkers and siege tanks. Maybe Immortals would have been better. I mean, I really loved how he tried to utilize those Disruptors 3 to one-shot the bunkers, and the bunkers were kind of stacked, so he almost got two, both. If he would have the stocks in position, just went in with a snipe on the second bunker and then move out again, maybe the game looks completely different, right? So, yeah, that was really cool. Alright, let's jump into the second game. In the bottom right we have our blue Protoss player herO, and the top left it is our red Terran player Byun, playing for Shopify Rebellion. The team being managed and put together by TLO, the little one. Amazing random into Zerg player from Germany, who retired or played, I think, 10 something years for Team Liquid, and then retired into being the esports head of esports operations at Shopify, very huge company, and he has been doing great things for esports there. They have been sponsoring a lot of tournaments, they have been recruiting teams in various esports. They of course started with the StarCraft roster, but they also have, I want to say, I know that they had Rocket League at some time, they have Valorant, they have a lot of teams, they have very nice facilities. Saw some videos. Team house, basically, where the players can come in. They're very supportive about their players, is what I'm hearing. So, of course, that being managed by a former professional player, well, that's kind of what you'd expect, right? Taking care of your people there. But Dario also is someone who has been struggling with like physical health, for example, injuries in the past. So he's also someone who's looking out for those things for his players. So yeah, it's a great team to be. And I think Byun is someone who's very kind of a perfect pickup for them, and as well it feels like it's the perfect place for him to be, because he also has like had mental issues and physical issues, struggling with like pressure, which led into physical pain actually in his wrists and stuff, as far as I know. And like having that support from the team apparently is helping him a lot. Like yeah, so it seems like his issues have gone down quite a lot. And yeah, we have seen beautiful games from Byun all throughout the last year, and it feels like he has been always performing very, very, very good. And it's always like, oh my god, I'm against Byun, you know? Like if you meet him in a tournament, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to face this guy now. Yeah, he has been playing amazing, and sometimes typical Byun, very shallow game plans, but he also has been mixing up a lot of his games, especially recently with the current patch. He has been doing a lot of work on his strategizing and basically diversing his game plans. And yeah, it's been looking great, but it feels like he's still lacking a little bit of the last step, the last hit, you know? The last level to reach, to actually be like, oh, well, we've got Byun, he's gonna be a favorite for the tournament, you know? We've got Byun, he's a contender, he could always win a tournament. Nobody would be surprised. Oh yeah, it's Byun, he's been like, you know, microing like a god again, or cream crisp timings, you know? Cream crisp sounds so nice. Doesn't make any sense though. And yeah, but this is like a little bit of the one-dimensional Byun, which I'd like to call him sometimes, because we are back to a 3 racks opening, and this is something you basically never see out of anyone except this man. But in this case it could work, because we're gonna have Phoenix opening, which is kind of the worst possible matchup for herO here, because he's not gonna have too many gateway units, and those Phoenixes, they're just gonna run out of juice really quickly. And there's a lot of Marines behind us. They can just shoot down those Phoenixes like they're like balloons. If you'd have Oracles, if you'd have Void Rays even, anything would be better. Phoenixes basically is the worst possible matchup you can get here in this situation. And yeah, let's just see how this is gonna play out though. He's gonna scout some Marines, which is nice. So he's gonna pick up the reinforcements, which is a good start for the Phoenix player at least. And yeah, let's see if he can actually defend this push, because the Phoenixes are on the front. They're trying to find some damage on the front. We've got 2 force fields, which is actually very nice, but we're already losing the first Stalker as herO, and he may be losing one of the pylons powering 2 gates. Oh my god, that would be kind of awful here. Second stim coming in, and let's see, he's gonna overpower these few units here. The shield battery is... there we go, it's not gonna do anything. Phoenix is coming back though. They can lift the rest of these units here. It's only 3 Marines, but hey, this kind of was already worth it, wasn't it? Right? 6 probes, all of the gateway units are reset. The Phoenix had to use all of their lift energy at home. Maybe even gonna lose a Phoenix here if he just runs into these Marines. On the other side, +1 is on the way. We have the factory finished and the starport is on the way. So this is a little bit late still, but we're transitioning already into 5 factories. Oh, picking off these Marauders would be amazing here. Getting any unit is so huge and valuable for Phoenix opening. And what I really love about this, herO is not committing into more Phoenixes. He has these 4 Phoenixes. I think he had 5. He lost maybe 1? No, he actually only made 4. He never lost 1. Okay. And he's transitioning into gateways, into a basic army, into a robotics facility, maybe get out some Immortals against those Marauders. And there we go, concussive shells on the other side. So Byun is doubling down. It feels like a little bit under pressure, but honestly, like, if I'm seeing this, what he's doing right now, he's probably gonna wait for the medivacs, he's gonna wait for his +1, and then he's gonna go again. He has the 5 barracks production behind this now. He has the 3rd base just about to be online. He has the economical advantage here. Oh, he's gonna lose a couple reinforcements here again. Needs to be careful though, those medivacs. They don't want to be picked off. Even a missile turret. So 4 Phoenixes are forcing 4 missile turrets. That's 100, 400, that's like An orbit, that's like a command center. Right? As a command center. I mean, they cost, of course, some money. They're not gonna find economic value now. But that is actually quite some passive damage there. And it feels like a little bit of an overcommitment. Of course, turrets are gonna help against observers and warp prisms as well. Let's see, we're gonna go into Colossi actually here. From herO. So this might be even trying to get a step ahead here from him. To get into some AoE damage. Do these zealots have charge? I want to say yes, but actually no, and he doesn't have it started, so these are gonna be feeling very underwhelming here. He's gonna try to poke in here on the left, get some units at the building depots there, some SCVs, and these zealots are just gonna kill the turret, and then they're gonna evacuate. We're gonna get a couple of SCVs there, which is nice, and yeah. Well done for slow zealots. Charge is on the way. +2 on the way. Third base is on the way, but herO is so far behind. The next attack from Byun is gonna come and swing in like a wrecking ball, and herO is gonna struggle to defend. Let's see what he can make happen in the time he has before the attack is gonna hit. But it feels like the window is about to close here. Losing a Stalker is not gonna help herO. Unfortunately, was trying to get the Warp Prism in position for a secondary blink there on the Stalker. With 2 Phoenixes still hovering around here, 2 on the bottom side, trying to intercept any drops, but Byun is just gonna go for the frontal push. We have 4 Medivacs, we have 2 Ghosts, and we have a huge Marauder and Marine Force. But army-wise, I feel like, hey, this might be enough here from herO. He has a huge army, actually. He is lacking on the probe department. But 60 to 86 army supply, not all of that is in the front, as we can see. A lot is still hanging at home, so yeah. That's not the fight Byun is looking for. Got a Warp Prism trying to go to the north. These 2 Vikings are just gonna miss it. Amazingly luck here for herO, but 4th base on the way. If they can actually cancel the spaces would be great. herO is gonna see it, is gonna commit a Zealot to that, and that's gonna be good for him. If he can actually find a cancel. Oh, this thing was remade. Okay, it's gonna not be cancelled. This might just get saved. We're gonna keep an eye on that one. And the Warp Prism actually was taken out. Oh, it's gonna get cancelled. It's gonna be remade here into the main base. Which is okay still. And we have some Zealots here. This is buying a ton of time though. And herO is actually developing a lot of stuff behind this. But as I say that, he's just gonna go forward now. With 1? 2 Colossi? And now he's making props again? Sometimes it doesn't really make any sense what he's doing. It's amazing. And there we go. If Byun can collapse on this army and just pick off all these important units, is not going to help herO. And I feel like there was an extension. He was doing fine with the harassment, but with this big poke, he's just going to lose so many of his valuable units here. And maybe even the game. All of the Colossus get picked off. The Phoenix is trying to tank these Viking shots, but Vikings have been just Shift Q clicked onto the Colossus. Everything's just evaporating. And herO, what does he have? He has 1 Colossus and 6 Stalkers. Good luck. GG. There we go. Very well done by Byun. Very well played. 2-0 for Byun, our talent player.